as excited as I am for this new coming year. Oh my goodness, what will this mean for you? How's this going to map out for you? I mean, we don't really know what's going to happen in our future, but we can plan. We can plan to have good things happen for us in our future. In our reality, we are in control of what happens for us in our future. So, what you do with your time and energy is going to determine what your future is going to look like. So we have to keep that in mind. Time is precious. Your energy is valuable. Don't go around throwing out your energy and wasting it on things that are not worth wasting it on. Put your energy where it will grow and add value and nourish and plant seeds are going to, that you will reap great fruit from. Let me just say it that way. So we should all be excited about the new year. I know I am. 2024. 24. Now we in the four, that number four. We were all excited when 2022 came in and the twos was supposed to mean something. I don't know if anyone saw what those twos were supposed to mean. But I don't know. I always look at numbers. And I am very excited to see what 24 is going to mean for me. I have been seeing that number quite often anyway, the number four. And sometimes I ask God, what does it mean? And sometimes I just receive it as, I don't know, a spiritual meaning that is trying to speak life into my life in some kind of way. So I don't know if I have any people out there that look into numbers the way that I do, but numbers mean a lot to me. I really do look into numbers quite often. But yes, 2024. It's here. You might as well say it's here. We are literally days away from a new year. I love new. I love anything new. I like new clothes. I like new shoes. I like a new house. I like a new car. It's anything brand new. It's always fresh and beautiful when it's brand new. And I know that we are not young. A lot of us are not young anymore, but we can keep our lives fresh and brand new as we grow. We can embrace our age and our wisdom and the time that we have left here on this earth and make the most of it. How about that? How about making the most of the time that we have left here on this earth? It can seem brand new to us. It can feel brand new to us. We can embrace each new day with a brand new feeling of life. I know some of us probably dread the lives that we are living. Come on, let's just keep it real. You got the same routine. You get up, you go to work. It's the same thing day in and day out. You hate your job. You hate your life. You're doing the same thing. You're not happy. A lot of people just are not happy. And I'm not saying that to make light of it. It's just the reality of it. But just because you have not been happy in the past does not mean you cannot create happiness for yourself in the future. And I know I throw that word around a lot. And I am happy, and it feels good to be happy. And I know as human beings, we all desire to be happy. So that should be one thing that we should be striving for in the new coming year is some sense of happiness. Do whatever is going to please your soul. Do the thing that you always wanted to do. Do the thing that is going to make you happy. What is that thing? What does that look like for you? So that's all I want to do today. I'm not going to be on here real long, but I just want to give us a few questions to ponder on. And please believe me when I say I am pondering on these things too. These questions are going through my mind as well as I am giving to you. So my first question is, what do you want out of life? What do you want for yourself? What is going to take to please you, to make you happy. That's the starting point. That's the starting point of success. That's the starting point of being indulged in the labor of love. That is the starting point of a great future for yourself. Is just mapping out, what exactly do I want for myself. I know we have a lot of people already out here that are very well established in their finances and their careers, and that already have degrees and all of those type of things, but you can still set goals and plans for yourself to achieve a greater level at life, something that you want to establish for yourself. And that can mean anything. With New Year's resolutions, one of the top resolutions is weight loss journeys, weight health journeys, weight loss journeys, wherever you are in your health, achieving a greater line of health for yourself. So that can be one thing that when you think about, I don't know, I can't tell you what you want for yourself. I'm just giving us all general ideas. What do you want for yourself? Where do you want to go in life? That's the second question. Where do you want to go? I know, like, once again, I have some very established people out here that tune into my messages on the regular basis, and I am not negating any of the work that you have done so far to come to the place that you are in your life right now. But there must be something that you yearn to aspire for yourself in your future. I've been across the world, and there are still places that I want to go. There are things that I want to see. There are things that I want to experience in my life. So I'm thinking about those things. Even as I ask these questions to you right now, you don't have to drop nothing in the comments. You can just think about these things for yourself, and kind of maybe later on today, when you have a few moments, start writing some of these things down. Where do I want to go? What do I want for myself? Where do I want to go? And what do I want to have? Those are the three questions that I want us to ponder on coming into this new year. What do I want to have for myself? That can be a range of anything. I have been alone for a very long time. I have never, or I'm not alone as far as relationships are concerned. I am in a relationship, but it's not the relationship that I always yearned for in my heart. I want to have a more loving relationship. Maybe I want to work on strengthening the relationship that I am in right now. That could be with your spouse, your partner, your relatives, your family, whatever. Maybe I want to work on strengthening my current relationship, or maybe I want to work on getting out of this relationship, having a better relationship with myself, or a better relationship with God, or preparing myself for the relationship that I really want to have for myself in my future. Come on. Ask yourself these questions. What do I want to have in life? Do I want to have a more healthier relationship with myself or with God? Do I want to establish great wealth for myself? Do I want to be able to be free in my finances? Do I want to be wealthy? Do I want to create generational wealth for my children? What do I want? I want us to ask ourselves those questions before the clock strikes 12 on December 31st. Because once you think about those things, you begin to make reservations in your mind about steps that you can possibly take to be closer to your own personal goals, your own personal dreams, the life that you want to acquire for yourself. It's going to give you something to think about. It's going to stir up some emotions and some feelings. And I really want to do these things for myself. And how can I get there? Don't take these things lightly. This is your life. And I know that you are all wrapped up in whatever you have going on right now. Well, I'm already in school, or I already have a job that I have to work. I'm working 40 hours a week already, or I have 2 jobs and I'm working 80 hours a week. Whatever your life looks like right now, I'm asking you to prioritize yourself in these upcoming moments. and do what really pleases you. Even for my folks out there that work multiple jobs, that's not easy either. It's not easy working 2 and 3 jobs and working 80 hours a week. And I heard someone talking about it yesterday, like one of the employees at Walmart, when I was in Walmart, and she was just talking about how exhausting the whole holiday season was, and the only thing that she had time to do was go home, eat a bowl of cereal, and jump right back up and do it again, and how exhausting it was. And I'm sure it is very exhausting to work yourself like that, but I always want to be able to fit myself into the equation, no matter how hectic my life may get. I want to be able to incorporate some kind of self-care into the routine that works for me. When I know that I am doing things to nourish my mind, my body, my spirit, when I am prioritizing myself on the regular basis, that does so much for me. I would never want to find myself being the person that is so consumed with life and the things that are happening around me that I just don't have time to do what I need to do for myself. And I know that that is the reality of a lot of people, but I'm asking you today to put yourself as a priority. And whatever that may look like for you, it may look like you having to set some things aside. Okay, I'm not doing this right now. I want to prioritize myself. I want to make the most out of the life that I have left here on this earth. In all reality, none of us know how much time we have left here on this earth. But if you want to be the person that enjoys your life to the fullest, I heard someone say something that I hate when people talk down about themselves. I learned from that. Listen, I'm very transparent with you. I used to beat my own self down after being beat down by other people. So it was like a beat down on top of a beat down. So I heard somebody say something about themselves that was not very positive, and they said I would never acquire the peace that I yearn to have in my life. And I'm like, that's where you miss me at. We have to watch the words that we speak over ourselves, because that will become your reality. And some people don't think that it's possible for them to have the joy, the happiness, and the peace that they really desire in their hearts. They don't think that it's out there for them. And I'm telling you, it is. And you have to watch what you say about yourself. Don't speak those words over yourself if that's not what you want for yourself. I want us all to get in the habit of speaking of what we want. What do you want for yourself? It might look a little gray right now. It might look a little shady in these moments, right? It don't look so good and it don't feel so good. You might have a long way to grow. But with all of that being a fact, still get in the habit of speaking only what you want over yourself. It will become your reality. I'm telling you, because I know. I'm telling you, because I know. It's not fooling yourself. It's not living on a cloud. It's not feeding yourself a whole bunch of bull crap. It is real. When you manifest these things over your life, the things that you want for yourself, speak great things over your children. Speak great things over your loved ones. Speak great things over each other. Your employees, people that you come into contact with on a regular basis, your best friend. People out here saying stuff about their best friend that you wouldn't appreciate nobody saying about you. How is that your friend and you saying things about them that you just should not be saying? Like, we have to learn how to speak goodness over ourselves. And I'm not mad at people for being as harsh as they are towards one another, because people don't even know how to be good to themselves. How could you know how to be good to another person when you have not even practiced the art of being good to yourself? So that's where it starts at. It all starts with you. And then you wonder why you have all these toxic relationships, because you are a toxic person. You don't know how to be good to yourself. And once we start being good to ourselves, we will stop attracting all this toxicity in our life and stop arguing with people and stop being around toxic people all the time. And we will be attracted to what we become. I'm telling you, it is a snowball effect. One thing affects another, affects another, affects another, and affects another. We have to learn how to speak great things over ourselves. I don't know if we realize the power that holds. That holds great power. And even before the words roll off of your lips, we got to be mindful of the thoughts that go through our head. Thoughts become things. Thoughts materialize into things. I don't think that we realize the truth in that. It is so true. Thoughts become things, even if you are used to thinking in a negative way about yourself or about other people. We have to practice thinking positive. It is not something that is going to be handed over to you or just because you want it. It's something that you have to work for. Just like you get up and work 40 hours a week, you have to work for a positive frame of mind. Come on, I'm trying to help somebody today. We are at the home stretch of it. If you are one person that has been supporting me, viewing my videos, watching my videos, sharing my videos, taking notes off of some of the things that we have been learning together this whole year, then you know that one thing that I prioritize is a healthy frame of mind, because everything starts in your mind. The true success of any man or woman is the one who knows how to control the thoughts that go through their mind and use their mind to create the life that they want. So you have to use your mind. That's why I said don't be lazy in thinking. When your mind becomes idle and your thoughts are all over the place, this is real. I don't just talk because I don't have nothing else to do. These are literally things that I apply to my life on the regular basis. So just something to think about. If you have not been practicing these things thus far, you are probably a person who has already gotten in the habit of practicing positive thinking strategies and feeding your subconscious mind positive things, giving your subconscious mind an assignment so you can just know how to think positively on the regular basis. Big ups to you. Continue to practice doing those things. Excuse me. If you are so far from it, then I strongly suggest that you begin to practice those things now. It is not too late for you to practice healthy thinking strategies. If you want a healthy life, if you want a healthy body, if you want a healthy future, if you want healthy relationships, if you want to grow great success in your finances, if you want peace of mind, if you want to be happy, whatever you acquire to have in your life, if you don't learn how to establish positive thinking strategies, you are so far away from establishing those things for yourself. There's slim to none chances that those things are ever going to happen for you, especially in the ways that you want them to happen for you, if you don't learn how to have a more positive frame of mind. That's just how it goes. I hear the success, the great success of many people. I love looking into the minds of celebrities and very successful people, very wealthy people. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, the owners of Tesla, people of Fortune 500, and people that are on the Forbes list, and people that have gained success in different ways, people who learn how to aspire to be healthy. Big shout out to Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. And I just love looking into the minds of successful people, and I read a lot of things that they say, and quote unquote I read some of the things that they quote, and I look at some of the videos that they have, maybe live interviews, Jay-Z and Kanye West and all of those type of people, and how far they have came from the poverty that they were born into, and the things that they had to go through, and how they had to work their way up to the top. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, I just got finished reading his book, and just by me looking into the minds of celebrities and famous people, all of them have that one thing in common. It all starts in your mind. Positive thinking habits. There's a video on YouTube um, with a whole bunch of celebrities on there, Beyonce, and just like a whole bunch of celebrities that they're talking about manifestation, about visualizing these things in their mind, about using their imagination, about being the success before they became the success. I don't think we realize the power that holds. If you don't fix these things in your mind, how probable is it for them to become your reality? They probably not going to happen for you. You can't just think any kind of way. You have to humble your thoughts, calm your spirit, calm your mind. You have to be able to gather your thoughts on the regular basis. You have to be able to control your emotions. You have to be able to meditate on some level. If that is just repeating the same thing in your mind over and over and over again, just to kind of create some kind of mantra of positivity. And listen, this is what people do. I don't make these things up. I do practice these things a lot on the regular basis, even with things that I do on the weekly basis, like yoga, mental healing practices, mentally and physically. These are things that I do for myself. Just being out in nature. I love being out in nature and being one with nature. And a lot of times when I go out in nature, I will have someone join me, maybe a friend, maybe my children, my family, or wherever. Sometimes I enjoy nature with my family, but most of the time that I go out and enjoy nature, I am alone, because there's strength and power in solitude. When you are by yourself and you are able to gather your own thoughts, and you are able to think about, maybe that's something that that we can try to do for ourselves. I want us to be able to have a starting point. I don't want us to just sit here and blow a whole bunch of smoke about what we're going to do for the new year and say this, I want to do this, and I'm going to do that. It's probably the same things that you have been saying for the past, I don't know how many years. I want these things to be effective and helpful for us, whatever it is. I'm not saying let go of your goals and the things that you want for yourself because you have not been successful in achieving these things thus far. All I'm saying is the next time you set goals for yourself, I want you to be able to actually establish those goals. I want you to make yourself proud. I want you to be able to see these things come into fruition right in front of your face. You are not going to believe it. Somebody is going to have to pinch you, because you're not even going to believe that you actually did the thing that you set out to do. That's how I felt with my weight loss journey. I was like, wow. It was a point in time where I just would not step on the scale. I was like, I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting on that scale. What do I look crazy? I mean, years went by. It took so much for me to get on the scale. And I would work out with my children quite often. We in the gym, and every time I go with my sons, for whatever reason, because they are like 99.9% muscle and 1% fat, so they like jumping on the scale, I guess, to see, I don't know, how their muscles may have built up some kind of weight in their body somehow, but they like jumping on the scale at the gym. And I was like, I'm sitting there looking at them, I'm waiting for them, hum-de-dum-de-dum, minding my business, like, y'all go ahead and jump on that scale. I'm not getting on that scale. So one day my sons got done weighing themselves, and I was like, I just sucked it up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get on the scale. And I was like, no freaking way. I have not been this weight in years, and I'm talking about double digit years. I'm talking about years, like high school years. I mean, I gained so much weight over the years, and my body felt the effects of it from giving birth or whatever, or just not being mindful of what relaxed eating habits could do, comfort eating, and overeating and overindulging and drinking Pepsis. And I remember when I was pregnant with my youngest son, I would eat 3 eggs over easy every morning, like 6 pieces of bacon. And I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw myself hit the 200-pound mark, I was never in my entire life, ever, through all of my pregnancies, I was never 200 pounds until I got pregnant with my youngest child. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt it and I saw it. I was heavy. I was hurting. Yeah, I was unhealthy. So that's when I began to kind of step into my health journey with trying to establish better habits for myself, and it worked. I mean, it took it was a roller coaster ride. It was up, it was down, it was high, it was low. I felt good at sometimes I didn't feel so good. I stopped smoking cigarettes, and that just like I'm eating. I was like, I just don't want to smoke cigarettes again, so I would rather eat tasty cakes or candy bars. I mean, I would, after work, I would have like two or three candy bars in my pocketbook to sit down and eat, just so I won't smoke a cigarette. So what you think happened? Like, the pounds just packed right back on. I was like, oh my gosh. All right, so this can't work. I can't substitute cigarettes with sweets. So I had to get myself off the sweets. But it has been a crazy roller coaster ride. And when I got on that scale and saw how far I came with establishing my weight loss goals, I did not think it was real. Even though it, like, the journey that it was, I literally felt like someone had to pinch me, because I did not believe I actually came down that much from where I was. I saw it. I felt better. I looked better. I was able to like play with my little outfits a little bit more and all of those type of things. And it just felt so good to accomplish something that I was set out to do. Even when I set the weight loss journey, I probably really didn't convince myself that I could actually do it. And that may have been a reason that it took me so long to do it. I was like, I'm never going to get back down to 160 or 150 or whatever. And I had that's one mistake that we make, is that we don't convince ourselves of our own greatness. There was nothing getting in the way of me establishing my weight loss goals but me. And by me telling myself that I wasn't sure that I can do it, that really got in the way of me. It took even longer for me to do it, even to the point where when I did it, I couldn't even believe that I did. I didn't even think I was still I just lost sight of establishing the goal. I just adapted a healthier lifestyle for myself. So not only did I adopt a healthier lifestyle for myself, I established goals that I set out to accomplish, and I didn't even realize that I was still accomplishing goals. And that's with a lot of things, even with my books. Like, I used to give myself a time limit. I want to finish writing a book by a certain date, and I would just set aside one day a week for me to be totally consumed. I think I wrote like 3 books in 1 year, and my books are not very long. They're only 5 chapters, but I became focused. I became determined. I became disciplined. I became consumed with accomplishing those goals. And it was one day out the week that I sat in front of my computer or sat in front of my book and published books and wrote books, and I accomplished those goals for myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, even coming to the end of wrapping up my books, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made it this far. So it actually just feels so good to know that you are coming that close into accomplishing goals. So those are things that I wanted for myself, and I see these things like breaking wide open for me. I see myself becoming closer to my destiny. I see myself being closer to my destiny, and that is such a great place to be. Not only will you be accomplishing your goals, you will come closer to your destiny, closer to the reason why God has you here on this earth. And that is a good feeling. When you are headed in the right direction, you are going to know, and it is going to be so evident that you are on the track of being where you're supposed to be in life. I'm telling you, there's going to be no denying it. It's going to be written all over your spirit. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it. You're going to yearn for it. You're going to want to do it in your sleep. You're going to wake up happy, feeling good. No more tossing and turning that night and feeling uneasy or feeling lost or confused as to the direction that you are supposed to be heading in life. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? This can't be life. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm not happy. We can do away with all of those things by simply following our heart and doing the things that really pleases our spirit. We can make money off of these things. We can make great success off of those things. We can indulge in the labor of love. The definition of a lazy person is the person that has not found the labor of love. You just don't know what you love to do. The thing that you would do, whether you got paid for it or not, that is the labor of love. And everyone should find the labor of love for themselves. I am consumed in the labor of love. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how. I am completely running off of fumes sometimes. I'm talking about 2 hours of sleep max in a day, and it don't look like right now I'm not, but it don't look like it. I will come before you looking just like I look right now, with the same enthusiasm, with the same excitement. I don't care if I had no sleep or not. And I mean, it's not by choice. It's just that I have a lot of responsibilities. I work a job. I have to be there for my children. I have to maintain my household, and I have to take care of myself, and I have to do the things that pleases my heart. So sometimes even when I get on here and go live, I am running off of 0 to no sleep. One time I hit a record for myself. I was on here with an hour of sleep, and I'm talking about hard work in between, working hard before that hour, working hard. I'm just working hard, and I ask God to just give me the strength to make it through the day so I can get back home and give my body the rest that I need. But even in the midst of it, even when sitting here before you, being as though that I am indulged in a labor of love, I won't even feel it, because I love what I'm doing. I love the path that I'm on. My heart is pleased. My spirit is pleased. It don't even feel like work to me. I love doing the things that I do on a regular basis. I'm very good at a lot of things that I do. I use my creativity to make money. I love to cook. I'm always in the kitchen. I love feeding people. These are things that I would do. I do without being paid for sometimes. Now, people do pay me for my services quite often. I do cater on the side, and I sell food and all of those type of things, but I'm very good at it, and I love to do it. I love being motivational. I love sitting before you guys. So I have, in many ways, found the labor of love, the things that pleases my heart, the things that make me happy, the things that I can make money off of, the things that I know people will pay me for. So I want us to think about all of these things coming into the new year. What do you want for yourself? What do you want? Where do you want to go? And ask yourself this question: what are you willing to do to get these things? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing to make some sacrifices? Are you willing to make some drastic decisions? Like, I'm just gonna, I have to just cut some things short. I have to walk away from the certain career path that it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's nothing wrong with changing gears, with switching it up. It's not working for me. I am just not happy. Are you willing to take drastic measures to follow your heart, to do what pleases you, to do what makes you happy, to find your labor of love, to establish great things for yourself, to get on the track to your destiny? What are you willing to do to get where you want to be in this life? Think about all of these things as we walk into a brand new year. You don't have to tell your mama, you ain't got to call your friend. You can think about these things for yourself, begin to write them down. What do I want for myself? What am I willing to do to get these things? Where do I want to go? What do I want? What do I want? Ask yourself these questions and then move forward to establishing a healthier life for yourself. And don't forget, please don't forget that these things start in your mind. Work on creating healthy thinking strategies for yourself, healthy thinking patterns for yourself, having a positive frame of mind, positive thinking habits. Think positively more than you think negatively, and practice these things over and over and over again. Redirect your thoughts as often as you possibly could. Continue to redirect your thoughts over and over again as often as necessary. You might have to redirect your thoughts over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually your thoughts will begin to redirect themselves. Like, okay, so this is what we're doing now. You want to think positive. Got you. So your thoughts is going to have your back on this. But if you don't take the necessary steps, it is not just going to happen for you. And that is with any of our New Year's goals. That is with any of our goal setting, establishing better habits for ourselves. That's really what I want us to be able to get in the habit of doing. Not even so much. I do want us to goal set out plans. That's what I want to do for myself anyway. But I want to see other people succeed too. So goal setting, making plans to achieve your goals, and establishing better habits for yourself. Those are three things that are going to help you drastically. So consider those things walking into the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. I know we still have a few days until the clock strikes 12 on December 31st, but let me just extend my New Year warm wishes, loves, warm thoughts, happy prayers, joyful, whatever you want for yourself. From my heart to your heart, I wish the best for you in your future, this upcoming year, these future coming years, whatever you want for yourself, whatever you see for yourself. If you want a peace of mind, whatever that thing is, you have to work for it. It is not going to be handed over to you, but you have my sincere best wishes on this new coming year. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I want to say good morning to those of you who are here on this live stream. Thank you very much for joining me this morning on our Friday morning motivational message. Get ready. March, get set, go. It's almost time for the new year. So just get yourself ready to walk into the new year. Get yourself ready to walk into this weekend with a new frame of mind. Spend some time with yourself. Gather yourself. Write some things down. Be completely transparent with yourself about the things that you want that is going to make you happy. Don't be shy in asking. This is what I want. Don't be shy in goal setting. I want to dream big. I want to plan big. I want to think big for myself. Even if it doesn't map out this year, at least I can get closer to these things mapping out for myself in the future, so I can at least be on my way to where I want to go with establishing a new life for myself. So everything brand new. We are walking in to a whole new season. I hope we all consider taking this opportunity to set brand new goals for ourselves, for establishing a better life for ourselves, for being on our way to where we really want to be in our life. So God bless you. Good morning. Real quick before I jump out of here, please go to my YouTube channel. I am so grateful for where my YouTube channel is right now. I am close to having 800 subscribers on YouTube, and I hit the 400,000 view mark this week. I was like, wow. I am at over 400,000 views on YouTube. That is so exciting to me. So my views are going up by the second. People are tuning into my videos. Thank you so much for that love and support. The only thing that I can ask is not to be famous or not to, save the world or anything like that, but just for me to be effective with sharing my testimony and telling my story. I know I don't have the power to change the world. The world can change itself one person at a time. I am grateful that God is using me in this way, but it is going to take you to change your world. I can't do it for you. And even if I could do it for you, I probably wouldn't. I would want you to do it for yourself, because there's so much gratification in doing it for yourself. You will be proud of yourself with doing these things for yourself, with taking the necessary steps. So don't look at other people's lives and think that you can live vicariously through other people. Do the things that you know that you need to do to establish the life for yourself that you really want to establish. We have so many people out here with so many great levels of success on many different levels, and big shout out to you. I'm not mad at success. I love it. But a lot of these same people are not happy. They are suffering with depression. They have no peace of mind. And sometimes we trade in our peace of mind for monetary success or for wealth. So maybe we can trade in our monetary success for peace of mind, which is impossible. I don't even know why I said that, because you can't buy peace of mind. That is something that cannot be bought. It cannot be paid for. You have to acquire these things. That's such a personal journey. You have to spend time with yourself to be able to gain peace in your mind. So everything is not money. We want the things that money can buy. I ain't mad at that at all. And we want the things that money cannot buy. We want the fruits of the Spirit. We want to be happy. We want to be healthy. We want to be loved. We want to have peace of mind. We want to have joy within our hearts and in our spirits. We want a all-around good life. We want as much as we could possibly get in this life. So please go to my YouTube channel. I totally went off track with that, but I am so excited about this new year and everything that is lying ahead for us. So that is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. And my books, of course, my books are available and on sale. That is Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasure, Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness. True Value Knowing Your Worth. I didn't even shout out my very first book. My last book is Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. So you can support me in those ways. You can go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, True Value Knowing Your Worth, and you can hit me up on Amazon. Go to my authors page. You can look up those titles. You can Google those titles, and it will take you straight to the link where you can read some or purchase any of my books, whether that be the Kindle version or the paperback version. And not for me, but it will help you as well. Those books are full of power. power and wisdom and knowledge and things that I have learned over the years and things that I have learned from just along the way from different people, different angles, different levels of success. And I'm sharing those things with you all. So you're welcome. God bless you. And I love you. Happy New Year's. Have a great and happy weekend. Think about yourselves and the things that you want for yourself. We are walking into this new year with a new mindset, a positive mental attitude, with a whole new frame of mind, with whole new thought patterns, with a whole new lease on life, a whole new look at ourselves, changing our perspective about what we thought life was. It might not be as bad as you think it is, or it might not be what you thought it was going to be. Perspective is everything. We can just shift our perspective a little bit and it will shift the direction that our lives go in. Everything is not an all-out attack on you. 9 times out of 10, most likely it has nothing to do with you. So let's change our minds about a lot of things so we can get to where we want to be. It's by all means necessary at this point. Do what you have to do to get to where you want to be. I wish you peace and blessings in this New Year's. God bless you and I love you. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed.